call, like, let me make her leave real quick. This is gonna drive me nuts. Kiddos, you gotta go out. You gotta go out. Come on. John, you're back on duty. Please She has a real talent of like playing with her toy at the most inconvenient time ever. Okay, anyways, we planned this call like I feel like it was like 2 months ago, and I was so excited. We were chatting on Instagram video, and I was like taking notes like a crazy woman, and she's like, do you want me just to like host a call? And I was like, yes, please. So I was like, okay. So I linked up with Kinsey and was like, what day can we all do it and host this call? Because guys, Kyra is amazing. You are gonna just like be lit on fire. I literally watch her Instagram stories like every day when I first wake up, which I know you're not supposed to do, but I do. She's so inspiring. She is a mom, and she's also a bonus mom. She's a newlywed. She's a freaking rock star coach. She's ranked 62nd in the business. She's 3-star and 5-star qualifying and Success Club 10 All-Star, and she placed second place in the Team Cup for out of the U.S. teams. So she killed it. And then another thing I was going to say. Maybe that's it. I feel like I forgot something. Did I get it?
No, girl, you blew it out of the water.
Okay, I like wrote it all down, but I felt stalkerish because I pretty much like knew for the most part all of that. Minus like I was like, what's your technical rank? But besides that, I was like, I know all about your life, so I don't need to know that much information. Let her take it away. I'm gonna mute my line and go ahead.
Okay. Well, first off, thank you so much for that. In general, you guys are kind of lucky that we based this call out so far in advance. I do a lot of speaking events because I truly love, this is like one of my biggest things that I love Beachbody, and I'm very thankful for Beachbody for, because it's given me an outlet for what I am truly passionate about, which is like helping people. And I didn't know that was a thing. I'll kind of tell you my story, but I'm so glad we planned out in advance because I don't like to plan shit at all. And y'all are lucky because my team pissed me off this morning. And I went on a 15-minute rant on them. And you guys are going to get the replay of that, because the biggest thing that I do not put up with is excuses. And you are sitting where you're at in your business because you keep saying the same excuses. So I'm going to kind of give you my backstory. If you guys don't know me, like, I'm not going to like bore you with my journey, but I will bring fire with what I've got going on. So I started out this business. I always said I was size 16, but I actually was a size 19. I didn't know that until this last summer when we were going through the rummage sale, and like I found old pants and I'm like, oh, 1 pair, no big deal. But I ended up finding 3 pairs and I was like, holy fuck. Okay, get our shit together. So I started out size 19 and I just was like, let's just do this. I had dieted my whole life. Like, it wasn't like I got to a size 19. Like, I was a size 16 whenever I was in 8th grade. So when I say I have tried it all, I have done it all, I legitimately mean it. But the thing about this was, it's a decision. And it's just like our business as it is our fitness. So many times we're just like, what is the secret sauce? Like, but what are you doing? But like, how is it working? It's like, well, how do you get results in your fitness? Simple. You show up every day and you work out, right? You drink a shake and you eat healthy shit. Same thing with your business. If you want to make this work, it's really cool because Beachbody has literally given you the 4 vital behaviors. And I think the biggest downfall people do not do is follow the actual 4 vital behaviors. We all want to do one thing, and that's post really cute pictures. And I'm like, sister, it takes so much more than a cute picture to run your business. So I went over the 4 vital behaviors with my team, and I'm sure there is somebody on here who is rolling their eyes and they're like, this girl is going to go over the 4 vital behaviors with me. Are you kidding me? And I'm going to say, no, I'm not fucking kidding you one single bit. Let me talk to you about the mistakes that you're making as to why you're sitting where you're at. You're sitting where you're at because you're making the excuse of whatever story you're telling yourself. Also, I went and saw Tony Robbins this weekend. Like, when I say I have fire, I legitimately mean it. So the biggest problem is that you have been telling yourself the same thing. She is so much farther advanced than I because of her following. She did this because of her journey. She does this, like you're comparing what you have based upon somebody else, and you're making the excuse that it's okay that you're sitting where you're at because you do not have the same advancement someone else does. And that is bullshit. You are sitting where you're at because you're not working as hard as her. You're sitting where you're at because you're not up at the middle. You're not trying as hard as somebody else. And let me tell you how you can fix that. Follow the 4 vital behaviors. And I'm sure y'all have heard it before. I get it. But let me just recap in real time as opposed to like, oh, okay, we all know like the 4 vital behaviors. But let me break it down for you what is actually important about this business. So if you want to be a product of the product, that does not mean showing up on your social media, taking a picture of you working out or taking a picture of your shake. I actually want to go to your page and have no fucking idea that you're a coach. Because what I actually need you being a product of is the results of this. It's not the workouts. It's not the shakes. It's not the unicorn powder. Energize. I forget that other people don't call it unicorn powder. That's not what's going to sell your business. Your results of you showing up and being your true self because of these products is the actual first vital behavior. So when they say be a product of the product, I wish they would change it and say share your results because of these products. Because I don't ever want to know that what program you're doing. I don't want to know what shake you're drinking. I want nothing to do with that. I want to know, how do you fucking feel? How do you feel when you do your workout? How do you feel when you drink your shake? How do you feel when you get your water and when you eat healthy? How does it feel to take towards the steps to make your physical life better? So number 1, that's your physical part. And then the second part is recognition. This is the thing people get caught up on the most. This is probably the second most non-used vital behavior. Recognition has nothing to do with your business. It is not how many challenge packs do you sell? How many, like, who hit emerald in a day? Yeah, that's great to celebrate your people. Like, your people need that recognition. But on social media, when you're wanting people to actually sit with you, you're wanting people to actually do this, you need to start celebrating your own damn self. How do you feel? What have you accomplished? What is it you did that you thought you couldn't do and you finally did it? Start celebrating you. Because here's the thing in this business. There is 400,000 coaches. Why are they signing up with you? They're going to sign up with you because they know you, love you, trust you. And they're going to do that whenever you're sharing your freaking life. When you're celebrating the fact that you had mommy and me pictures today and you felt confident that you didn't have to change your clothes 7 times. They're going to be able to celebrate you and you're like, okay, you guys, like, I had the option of either eating donuts or salad, and I ate the donuts because I fucking wanted a donut. They're going to be like, that's my girl. I love her. Yeah, you're going to celebrate you versus thinking that recognition is something that you do for other people. Recognition is you in your life, in your business, in your journey. What is so damn good about your life? Because if you are on your social media complaining and comparing, you know, one of my biggest pet peeves is when somebody gets on there and they give themselves a backwards handed compliment. I'm like, no one's actually thinking that negative comment but you. They like post it like, I know it's not as good as some people, or I know this isn't as skinny as I have been. Who fucking cares? Actually celebrate you. No one has time for negative Nancy's. There's 100,000 of them in this world. Don't you dare be one of them. So you're going to be a product of the product. You're going to have recognition. The third is personal development. And this is why I didn't like go gung-ho on my story in the very, very beginning, because I want to tell you how personal development has changed my life. And I can go through my Instagram feed and I can see plain as day the days that I do personal development and the days that I don't. Because it's not the day I don't do it. It's the 2 and the 3 days following. When I'm sitting there beating myself up, when I'm not posting things, when I'm making myself small because I'm afraid of offending somebody else. So personal development is the biggest thing in my business because I went from a size 19 to a size 2. I did the Beachbody Classic and I stood there the day of competition wearing my competition bikini, eating a rice cake with peanut butter, bawling my eyes out because I did not like how I looked in front of my team. because I did not pick up a personal development book. I did not listen to podcasts because I thought this journey was nothing but physical. And when you guys get so caught up in the workouts that you're doing and the shakes that you're drinking and how perfect your food is, you are doing nothing but lying to yourself that you are successful. You're not successful in this business when you show up. You're successful in this business when you help other people show up. That's when you're successful. And you're only going to feel like you can help other people if you are filling your own cup up. So personal development is huge. I don't care if you listen to podcasts, if you do Audible, if you read a book, but you have to do something every single day. And I love John Maxwell. Don't you dare do the 5 minutes to John Maxwell and think that that's your personal development. Don't you dare pick up a daily devotional and act like that God bless you. Like, God does bless you, but motherfucker, show up and actually listen to personal development and put it to use. So that is my biggest thing that I come at my girls. And this one is my freaking favorite. It's the one nobody wants to do. Everybody thinks is sticky. Everybody gets annoyed with, and nobody does it. And that's inviting. And let me tell you right now, sister, you have been doing it wrong. You have been doing it wrong. You have not been inviting. You've been selling. You've been messaging. You've been recruiting. Who the fuck wants to be sold to? Nobody. No one. But you know what you can do? You can get in your Instagram stories. You can get on your Instagram. You can be in there inviting every single day without ever asking them to buy a damn thing. Here's the thing that I don't get. I don't get how we're totally fine with sharing our favorite mascara. We're fine with sharing our favorite earrings. Oh my gosh, look what I got on sale. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how cute this is. Like, you have no problem selling for other people, yet you have a problem selling a product that you are able to give away to help feed your own children, to help feed your own family. You are too afraid to invite to that. Yet you're not afraid to tell them about the restaurant you went to or your favorite song or anything else. I'm telling you right now, you've been inviting wrong because you've been in your inbox asking them to join you. That's not what we do, friends. What we do is share how our actual life has changed. What has this business done for you? What has it done for your family? What has it done for your life? What has it done for your self-confidence? If you can share how your life has actually changed, you will never have to invite a day in your life. Now, am I telling you, you are not going to have to send those messages? Absolutely not. Don't get it twisted. You're going to have to send those messages. You're not Ashley Molstad, and you don't have someone sending the messages for you. But I can tell you right now, what you can do is have actual freaking conversations where it doesn't feel like you're reaching for a number. Because I'm going to ask you, at the end of the month, do you want a high success club number and have a bunch of people who aren't ready, who fucking quit on you every single month? So you are not building your business. You're honestly on repeat in the freaking gerbil wheel of trying to get more people so you can hit Success Club, but no one's sticking with you. That's why that's where you are at in your business, because you are not recruiting people who want this. You're selling to people. And that is because you're not doing the first three things like your life actually depends on it. So if you don't want to invite, I get it. If a lot of people are like, I'm an introvert, I don't like sending messages. Friends, if you fucking believe in what you have, you don't feel like you're recruiting people. You don't feel like you're on Shark Tank. You don't feel like you're telling people to do this with you. You are literally like, sister, like, don't come at me. Like, you can do this. Like, you're already late. Our challenge group started last week. Like, why aren't you doing this with me? I see you in my stories. Like, you're watching me. Girlfriend, do this with me. It does not feel like an invite when you truly believe in what you're inviting them to. But if you're like, I don't like sending messages, I'm going to be like, okay, that's because you don't believe it yet. If you don't like sending messages, that's because you don't believe this can change someone's life. You do not see the value in this. Because if you had the cure for cancer, you would have zero problems messaging everybody you knew who knew somebody who had cancer. And I literally hate using that analogy, but I will tell you right now, everybody knows somebody who has had cancer. But also everybody knows somebody who has had depression, who has had anxiety, who has had body image issues, who has had eating disorders. You guys, we have the fucking cure for it, and you're too scared to send a message. So I'm going to ask you, what do you want more in this business? Do you want to have high success club numbers? Or do you want to actually help change someone's life? You can either be sitting here in the same spot right now in 1 year doing the exact same thing, or you can take a step back and realize that this is an actual life changer. It's not a sale. It's not success club points. It's not a paycheck. When you quit putting the pressure of getting a number on your life, the fucking number flows in like it's insane. So I know you've heard the 4 vital behaviors before. I know you know to be a product of the product, but how many people have you thought that meant you need to share your workout selfies and your shake? You know you're supposed to invite, but how many of you have been in your inbox just sending the messages of, hey girl, do this with me? Yet you are not posting the content that makes them believe in this because you have not dug into personal development enough. And the final, and I feel like the most important thing, are you guys actually showing up for what you believe in? And that's you. This business is for no one else but yourself. You can't show up for your coach's goals. You can't show up for your people's goals. You cannot show up for your husband's goals, but you can show up for yours. So I'm going to ask you, what are you actually doing with your working time? If it's spending time on yourself, wanting to better you because you know you if you have any questions or I'm always sorry, not sorry for everything I say. So if anybody has any questions or any concerns or whatever you may have, I'm an open book.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Seriously amazing. Oh, cue Bella. Does anyone have any questions? You guys can comment them in the either the message thread or you can unmute yourself and ask. But holy crap, I'm like fired up. I was trying not to cry as she was talking. I'm like, ugh, let me get off this call so I can do all the things. So amazing.
So I have a question. So
Yeah.
I'm just starting and I don't really have any like solid results yet, but I know that I'm feeling better. So is that all that I'm posting is just that I'm feeling better, or what is the message that I'm trying to get to them to make them want to wonder about what I'm doing, I guess?
Okay, well for me, I'm always just like, you started this business for a reason. Like you felt a certain way, either about yourself or about your life or about your body. And has this changed how you feel? Has this changed what you think? You don't need physical results to be successful in this business. Like I don't like to use this example, but look at Coach Tulin. Girlfriend's been doing this for years and she's still plus size. The stigma that you have to have a physical transformation to get other people to want to do this is non-negotiable. It's not existent. But the thing is that you're going to have to remember, if you want to actually help people and you want to do this, you have to talk about how you feel, how it's made you feel, and the difference that you have seen in your life and not physically.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Would you be willing to give us an example of an invite you would send? So I have a couple different ones. If it is somebody in my stories, Tiffany, do you care to mute yourself again?
I'm trying.
Sorry, that's okay. That's okay. So for my invites, like it does depend on what it is. I go on rants in my story. Very similar to this, but they're shortened down for the most part. Sometimes not. I will literally go through my stories and like go to the last slide of the rant, or I'll go to the last workout. So depending on what it is, if it's my last workout slide, I will go there and look at everybody who has watched it. And I do copy and paste. I need you to know that. I bust out like 300 messages, almost non-negotiable every single day. And I will go through my stories. And as long as it's not somebody that I just messaged yesterday, for the most part, I mean, sometimes I make an accident and send another one. But if it's a workout one, I'm like, hey, sister, I see you on my stories. You made it through that horrendous workout or that tough as shit workout. Have you ever tried these workouts before? That is a basic invite of what it feels like, because she's either going to say, yes, I've tried it, or no, I haven't. And if she's like, yes, I have, I would be like, oh my gosh, like that workout killed me. Like, holy crap. But I am so glad I did it. What's your challenge group doing? I'm filling out for them. Are they just doing these workouts? Is someone helping them? I am fishing for information to see if I can help them. I am not telling her I can help her. I'm asking, well, what's it like? What are you doing? Because in case you forgot sometimes, and I know it's easy to do, those invites that you're sending are people. They're people who have an actual life, who have a mom or a sister or a husband or a friend or a family, that maybe you helping them is going to change those people's lives. And if you can think of that when you're sending the messages versus how can I hit Success Club this month, Success Club will not be an issue for you. Like, it won't be, and it shouldn't be. It never should be. The other one that I do, I will go on rants after my workouts, and I will literally message and be like, hey sister, you made it through that rant. Like, I'm proud of you. Like, you stuck around. And that's my style. So obviously what I do doesn't work for everybody, but I can give you my examples of, you stuck around. Like, I'm proud of you. I don't know if you saw, but like, I said I had a challenge group starting soon. Have you ever been a part of one? I once again am not asking her right off the bat, like, hey, join me. Now, I will have, like, at the end of my things, I will have a poll option that I do. And I normally put it to where, like, they have to purposely tap it. Like, it can't just be a thumb tap. It has to be when they have to actually go and tap. And I will be whatever rant that is, like, hey, do you need a girl gang? Hey, do you need at-home workouts? Hey, do you need nutrition? I focus on a problem because I have the solution to their problem. But I need to recognize the problem that they have. If they don't know how to work out, I can help them. If they don't know how to eat, I can help them. If they fall off the wagon over and over and over, I have a girl gang that can help them with that. But if you're just like, do me fix your life, you're saying to them that their life sucks. And that's not what's wrong with them. What's wrong is that they don't have the tools that they need to fix it. So pick a problem that you're going to help them fix. Like, do you want to help them fix their nutrition? Do you want to help them fix their workouts? Like, pick something and tell them that they're going to help them, because our job is not to go and sell shit. Our job is to fucking help people. Is there anything else? Well, Jen, I'm so glad I said that. I don't know what I said, but I'm sure it was full of cuss words, but I'm glad I said it.
I've got a question for you.
Yes, I could tell you were like itching at the bit for me to stop talking.
No, I love everything you're saying. I love it. So with your invites, do you have a number you go by, or you just go with who has watched like all of your workout stories, who likes your pictures, or who comments on your pictures? Do you ever do any other inviting or reaching out to people?
So this is kind of like a tricky question because I do not track anything. And I know my business could be more successful, but to me, success means helping actual people. I do not want to take up all of my time with writing down 55 names a day to be like, well, I invited these people. How I do my invites, I set a timer on my phone. So I set 50 minutes. So it's like, you don't do jack shit but invites for 50 minutes. And I don't care if I get through, I'll get through them all because my initial invite is a copy paste message. I mean this very nicely. It's fucking dumb to spend all your time genuinely inviting somebody, because legitimately you cannot say the wrong thing to the right person. So me just giving that little hand is all you are doing. And if you spend 25 minutes corrupting this huge galaxy long message to somebody who's gonna ghost you, you're literally sending out your energy for free. And what you focus on, you create more of. So if you're gonna get all these messages that you send out and they don't come back and they're negative, when are you gonna message again? You're not going to want to. So I personally will go to the end of, like I said, I'll go to the end of my workouts and I will message someone from there. Like not someone, I will spend time messaging from there. And then if it's my rants, I will go to the end of my rant and I will message from there. And then on my posts, I only message people who like my fitness or like inspirational ones. Cause I mean, I post like food and other shit, whatever, all the time. I always post from my 5 buckets. So like, I'm a girl mom. I post girl mom stuff. I post hair and makeup stuff. I get questions about it all the time. Give your people what they want. Be valuable. Don't be selling to them. Share stuff that they can get for free. So I shared a recipe today. It has nothing to do with my business. I share products that I love. Like whatever you love, share that. Like I don't know where you got your glasses from, but if you order them online, you should totally be sharing that.
And so I did. So many people have bought them.
Yes. So that's like the kind of stuff, just keep adding value. Like a lot of people, like I feel like go to other people's pages and they're like, oh, well, Kyra shares how to dye your hair pink. I need to do that. It's like, no, if it's not your niche, just stay in your own lane, Susie Joe, because you ain't got time to be driving all over the road. So just giving them the value. And then like, so those posts are kind of like my filler posts, like to get them to know me and love me. And they're going to trust me when they comment or like on a fitness inspired or an inspirational or something to do with my story. If I share that and they like it, I'll message them from there and I'll be like, usually it's very heartfelt, but it's still copy and paste. I will message one person, like I'm genuinely messaging a person, but I send that to everybody. So like tonight I did a transformation of like my 3-year transformation and I will message them and be like, hey girl, like, thank you so much for loving on that post. I didn't want to, and I will get vulnerable. I did not want to post that because I am super self-conscious of my loose skin, but I know if I don't share it, someone else can't benefit from it. So I appreciate you so much. And I can leave it at that, or I can finish it off with like, are you on a health and fitness journey too? I don't normally love to do that because I don't want them to think that I'm thanking them for myself. I want to thank them for them. I want to thank them for their support. So then when I am in their inbox, they don't think like, oh, here she goes again, trying to sell to me. I do also want to give you a disclaimer. Once you've told me yes, then I become that girl. I will send a GIF. It's my favorite one. It says hello, and it's a bear at the fence, and he's going, if you ghost me, I'm going to send you gifts saying, hey, fucker, I still see you. Don't ignore me. That's when I flip the switch. But that's because they've already told me yes. I don't feel guilty after that. They are in my store looking at jeans. It's my job to ask them, hey, you're still fucking looking at jeans. Are you going to buy them or not? That is a totally different story, but that's how I personally go after it. I mean, it's worked, so.
Love it. And I do have another question.
Oh.
If that's okay. Okay, so also with like growing your Instagram, how do you go about that with like, are you following people? Really, I have like struggled really hard with trying to grow my Instagram following with like following people. And do you message them if they follow you back?
Okay, so I also need to have I have a lot of disclaimers. I'm a tough love coach, and this is me pretending you guys are my team and I'm tough loving you right now. Have you already served all of your followers that you have right now?
No.
Okay, why are you going outside and ringing your dinner bell when there are people sitting at your table waiting to eat? I want you to go out there and get new followers, but friend, your number means nothing. That's when my number grew. When you give them valuable content, they will want to share it with other people. They like do the simple call to actions, like tag your girlfriend who loves this recipe, like share with a curly hair girl, like tag, I will share my purple. I have mine posted for tomorrow, my purple shampoo. I get asked all the time how my blonde stays so blonde. I literally dry shampoo my hair with purple shampoo, and I'm going to post that, and I'm going to say tag all your blonde girlfriends. There is a way to get more followers. Clearly, obviously hashtagging, it's annoying. It fucking works for number 1. But number 2 is the 5-3-1 method. So that means I'm going to go to your page, Stephanie, and then I'm going to go to your picture that you posted that I like, and I'm going to look at your people. This is another timer time. Like, this is a thing that I do. Like, I spend 25 minutes doing this. I will go to your page, go to a picture that I like, and I will go to the people who have liked your picture. And I will look at these people and I will judge them. I will look at them and I think, does she look like somebody I want to work with? Does she look like somebody that I would like? So I will go to her page, and let's pretend it's Stacy. So I'm on Stacy's page and my girlfriend looks cute. She's got this going on. I will like 5 pictures that are not consecutive. I will comment on 3 of them, and then I will follow. So that way my name is in her inbox, is in her notifications 9 times in a row. What do you think she's gonna do if you're on there 9 times? She's gonna be like,
go to your profile.
Who is this girl? But here's the kicker. You can 531 all day long. If you are not giving them content that they're gonna want to stay around for, you just lost a follower. So it's a double-edged sword. You have to give them content that's free and they can like, and inspirational or motivational or whatever it is that you want to be like. At the end of your life, what are the 3 words you want to be known for on your gravestone? Start showing up like that. So that's my thing. I get asked about my followers all the time. I'm like, I just do it. I honestly, I hate saying it like that. I'm like, I just do it. I just do what I feel like works, and I just keep doing it on repeat.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, Kyra, I wanted to clarify when you said that you send the GIF. Is that after they said they want to start a journey and then they don't respond, or when are you saying you send that?
Well, once I've given them my time and energy, and also I don't know. I spoke at this St. Louis Super Saturday, and one of the questions, which was like, if you guys all mouth drop your mouth right now. Well, like the information. And she goes, but what do you mean? This is the funniest part. I had a microphone and I was like, I pulled it away from my face. I said, okay. Hey girl, exclamation point. Absolutely, exclamation point. You get 1 year of workouts, comma, your first month of shakes, comma, meal plans, comma, food guides, comma, accountability and support. Exclamation point. Does that sound like something you would like? Question mark, exclamation point. And then I put my microphone down. I was like, do you mean like that? They all about shit their pants. And I was like, what the fuck are you sending these people if you're not sending them that information? It's so simple. What are you doing if that's not what you're sending them? Quit making it complicated. I'm not telling you that's what you're doing. But once I have sent them that and they're like, okay, yes, I want to do it. We've gone over their shake flavors. Like, they have done all but purchased. When they have not purchased that challenge pack, girl, I am coming at them with either an Adele hello or that teddy bear going, hello, hello.
That's amazing.
So, I mean, I'm not telling, and the other thing I remember is that, like, I can't make people do this. Like, I understand it. But then there's also times where, like, think about when your best friend pushed you down the side and you're pissed because she pushed you. But then you got at the end, you're like, okay, well, that was kind of fun. I want to do it again. Sometimes you're going to have to just push people to do the things, and either they're going to show up or they're not. When it comes to that, it's not on you after that.
I have one more question. I know you said you're like a tough love coach. What
Can
do
you
you
tell?
do? No, I love it. I'm like, I need to be a little more tough love. What do you do with the challengers that just like don't do the work? I mean, I like check in with them every week and I'm like, encourage them. I remind them their why, but do you just like bless and release, or do you go tough love on them, or like, how do you handle that?
So I tough love in my groups. I tough love I want you all to realize, like, if you're not a tough love person, don't be a tough love person. Like, it's fine. You don't have to be a tough love person, but you do have to like figure out who your inner badass is. You have to figure out who your mommy, like that mommy finger, you know, that song, If Somebody's Got Kids, that's where that came from. That's what you got to get to. You got to realize how you want to be. Like, what kind of coach do you want to be? Are you going to be the one that just lets You're going to have people quit on you. You're going to have people who don't show up. That's not your fault. They're not ready yet. Now, if you're a shit coach and you don't ever check in on your people, yeah, that's your fault. But if you're checking in on them and they're still not showing up, it's because they don't want it bad enough, friend. And like, no offense, you don't want people who don't want it. Like, there are 4 billion people. I'm sure there's a bigger number than that. I don't actually know how many people there are in this world, but there's a lot. There, you can help other people. Don't waste your energy on people who won't give it back to you. It's like, if you guys have not read the book Mastering Your Mean Girl, it's not really necessarily a business oriented book, but it is a gut check book. It's by Amber Briogini or something. I don't know. Get it on Audible. She's got an Australian accent and it's really easy to listen to. She talks about, like, she gave away this, like, I think she was a photographer, or maybe it's a life coach. Obviously I listened really well, but she talks about how she gave away a session and like the people didn't even care. This is why I do not do free groups. I ain't got time for them. I gotta pay my bills and I gotta help people. So free groups ain't my jam, but that's me personally. You do your own thing. But she talks about in exchange of energy. If people have no skin in the game, they don't give 2 fucks whether or not they're showing up or not. And here's the sad part. They can still spend $180 and not show up. Think about this. That's clearly not on you. That's on them. They're willing to waste almost $200 on something that you know has changed your life. And if you're in if you're in your stories, if you're on your Instagram preaching how this has actually changed your life, then they'll believe you. If you're on there selling and trying to pose like every other Instagram model who does nothing, like, girlfriend, I don't care how many likes you got on your page. It depends on how much content you're actually giving and that's worth reading. Check in, they don't respond. You tell them I'm here when you're ready. Yeah. I don't even tell them I'm here when you're ready. I am done at that point when they don't respond. Other personal development suggestions. So, excuse me. I don't have it here with me right now. Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert is amazing. It is one that, like, yep, I bought it because it was pretty, and then it turned out to be fucking amazing. So that is one of my very top ones. Obviously, we all know Rachel Hollis. I love her so much. I don't believe she's changed my life with her books, but she has changed my life with her personality. I think if you do not watch her live videos every day, then you're missing out on real life. Well, good, McKenna. I Am That Girl is another really good one. The Power of Vulnerability by Brené Brown. And then I think it's called Dare to Lead is a leadership book by Brené Brown. It's also amazing. And I listen to a lot of personal development, in case you can't tell. Audible. Mel Robbins, 5-second rule, changed my life. Number 1. Second off, Take Control of Your Life is Audible only. You can only get it on Audible. It is amazing. I think anything by Brené Brown is great. If you guys have Netflix, use this as an excuse to actually watch TV and watch her documentary on, I have no idea what it's called, but if you type in Brené Brown, it's on Netflix. It's a stand-up live show of her. Those ones are great. Let me think. I have a lot. If you are spiritual, like I believe in God and I believe in the universe. So there are some who pick one or the other, to each their own. But if you are spiritual, and especially if you're a mom, Only Love Today was an actual game changer with the relationship with me and my daughter. Only Love Today. And even if you're a daughter, it could change the relationship with your mom. It's definitely that kind of book. It's a mom, daughter, mom kind of book. The Best Yes is another great one. I know I'm giving you a shit ton, but they're all really good. I only keep the ones that are actually good. Like, I return the ones that don't make a difference in my life. Miracle Morning was great. I definitely suggest listening to it over reading it. It's a great one to tell you, like, to get up and move your ass, but I really think 5-second rule by Mel Robbins is probably the best. Let's see, is there anything else? Yeah, free groups are terrible. They're dumb. The only free group you should be running is a coach sneak peek, and I 1000% believe you probably haven't done it because you're scared that you don't know what to say. They don't know that, friends. Remember that. They don't know that you don't know what you're doing. So just do it. And once a month is non-negotiable. I try to do them every other week, because if you're showing up consistently as a coach, you don't go to your job once a month, you know. Oh, yes, that is right, Stephanie. So she also has it on her podcast, that same chapter. I don't know what episode it was. She also did that too, to get people to want to try and buy the Audible book.
I have a question for you about the coach sneak peek.
Yes.
So you say you try to do them like once every 2 weeks. Do you like send them a recording, or are you doing a group where you're going live in the group and talking about the same thing?
It's kind of both. I do not have a recording. Everything that I do is live, but I keep an ongoing group, because think about this. How many times did you have to get invited before you said yes? So my thought process is I have one group that goes all the time, and then I can go through, I usually will delete my income progression, because I don't want people to come in and just be like looking at my income and then being like, okay, bye bitches. I want them to have to like stick around and be like, okay, this is what I want to do. So I will keep my live videos in there the whole time, and then I will just add people in. And then here's the thing, if you were in the sneak peek from like, let's say month 1, and then I'm adding them in 2 more weeks, and I added, like, even if I just add 3 people, so many people think like, oh, I only have 7 people who want to join me. Are you telling me 7 people wouldn't help you? Like, you help those 7 people. I will get them in there, and the person who was in there from month 1 is going to get those notifications again. And guess what? I'm going to be in their inbox again. Like, oh yeah, I forgot that sneak peek's going on. So I just have one group all the time. I take the link out of my bio. I do Linktree. Okay. So I take the link out of my bio, and then I will just reactivate it every time I'm hosting a coach sneak peek. And like, I will do a thing on my stories like, hey, do this with me. And then I'll do a thing on my Instagram that's like really very proud, like, oh my gosh, coaching has changed my life. Like, if you've ever wondered what it is, like, be a fly on the wall, say yes to me, like send me a DM or drop an emoji. I will message all people who like, you know, respond and like or vote on my poll. And I will send them the same message like, hey girl, thanks so much. I can't wait for you to join me. Links in my bio, meet you there at 9. Like, super simple, to the point. I don't plan out super far in advance, but that is me. I know there are enrolled personalities who like to plan things. That is not myself. And then I will just go live about different things. And I go when I speak from my heart. I am like, I didn't want to do this because of whatever. I always start my very first video with my why, because also that changes a lot. And I'm sure if you have been here for any amount of time, you know that your why will constantly grow and change. Mm-hmm. So I'll always go live with my why of why I'm here, and then give them the expectations of the group. And I will have, it's a 3-day long group. I do a live video once every day, and I post a graphic once every afternoon. I try and go live in the morning, and I post a graphic in the afternoon. My graphics include things like things that I post, why I post, you know, just tidbit of information. No titty.
Awesome.
Oh,
Thank you.
That escalated quickly. You're welcome. Different podcasts. I personally, if you guys do not know, I have my own podcast. It is very much like this, where I get in there and kind of bolt fire at you for 15 minutes. It is called Be You Unapologetically. I will write it down right here. If you go to my bio, I have a link in my bio. I feel like one of those people like, oh, I have a link in my bio. That's the name of it. It's called Be You Unapologetically. Other than that, my top favorites, 100% number 1 is Ed Milet. He is business, change your life. If you need a kick in the ass, he is what you want. Ed Milet is for sure my top one. Second one is Gary Vee. Love him. He cusses like a sailor and speaks my love language. John Maxwell's podcast is great. Brennan Burchard's is great. I guess I'm talking really fast. I'm sorry. The Life Coach School is amazing. It's like 35 minutes long usually, and she gives you a very precise topic, and she just tells you what you're doing, what you could be doing with your life. obviously the Rise and Rise Together podcast. And if you are spiritual, once again, She podcast. It's by Jordan Dooley. She is just really cute. She ties God into a lot of her things, and I really appreciate that. There's another one I go from like Jesus to gangster in 2 seconds. The next one is called Your Kick-Ass Life with Andrea Owen. She is, I feel like, very similar to me, goes from Jesus to Tupac in no time. She cusses and loves Jesus. So she's another really good one. Yes, Leanne, I got you. Other than that, those are like the ones that's a lot to take in myself. And then I always, obviously Tony Robbins podcast, but if we're being super honest, he never posts in there. He like doesn't have to, he's Tony Robbins. So I know other people have like really liked Oprah. I could probably get struck by lightning. I am not an Oprah fan. She just doesn't do it for me. So, but I know she has one too, like the Soul Creations or something is what it's called. I've tried. It's just not my thing. Let me think. Anything else? Yeah, Stacy, Only Love Today is that what it's called? I'm pretty sure. It's so good. Yeah, Only Love Today.
Anybody else? Any questions before she hops off while we have her? Thank you so much for hopping on and doing this with us. I totally appreciate it. And I appreciate you planning in advance for us. I am so thankful that you were able to do this and light our butts on fire. And I know there are so many people that couldn't make it, but we recorded it, so we are going to spread the love to everyone.
Maybe make sure when you post it, like, trigger warning, she cusses a lot.
Okay, I'll add that. Children.
Last thing I need is Beachbody going like, hey, could you quit cussing? I'm waiting for that day where they're like, could you maybe not cuss so much? And I'll be like, so.
You're like, sorry, that's me.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry, literally. So, okay, ladies, thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate you asking me to speak on your team call. And if you start lighting some real fires under other people's asses, like, I want to hear about it, because that is the absolute best part of this business. You can hit SC. Like, I don't even know what my record is. It's high as freaking crap. And that's not what's important to me. Like, my important is the fact that, like, one day, hopefully praying to God and baby Jesus that it's next year, I bring my husband home and he does not have to do all the shit that he does. And I know helping people is not just changing my life, but I'm giving them the opportunity to change their family's lives, who helps other people change their family's life. So I really just challenge you the next time that you're feeling stressed out, that you're not doing good enough in this business, or you're stressed out feeling like you're not making enough money, or you're not hitting high enough numbers. I'm going to ask you for who. Who are you hitting those numbers for? Because that's what's really important about this business. And you can get really tied up in rank advancements and all those things. That won't fill your cup up at the end of the day. Only you can do that. So have a good night, ladies. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.